Hello, everybody. Jim here, and allow me to be your guide through some of my favorite gaming spots in probably my favorite place in the entire world, Akihabara, right here in Tokyo, Japan. This is not the first video I've made in Akihabara. It's the last one, though, for the I guess the foreseeable future. I am moving back to the States soon. But I will. There are plans in the works to get me back here within a couple of years. But for the time being, this is it. So what you're looking at here is Akihabara. This is just outside the Electric Town exit of the of Akihabara Station, heading out into Chuodori, which is kind of the main avenue in Akihabara. Came here today specifically to one, shop in some retro game shops. I stopped by 3 and filmed in 2. And also came to play some arcade games, and particularly in Club Sega, which you can see there off in the distance. And I thought, bring the camera with me, film whatever I can, give you some sights and sounds. So here coming up first, this store, which it simply says Retro Game. This is one of my favorite shopping spots in the city. I'm going to get in here. If you notice that some of these angles are tight, or if it seems like the camera's pressed up against the games, that's because I'm pressed up against another human being, as there's not a great deal of room to move around in this store. Actually, it's wall-to-wall games, as you can see. There's not an inch of unused surface in this place. So this is all boxed Super Famicom games right there, and then loose games here. As you can see, just a great selection. Here I am getting squished, as I said before. There's a boxed copy of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Pretty cool, but I already have it loose. I didn't feel like spending the money on a game I already have just for the box. I won't typically do that kind of thing. Looking around, got some systems here. Some nice boxes, loose. The prices in this store are not insane, but they're elevated, definitely above what you'll pay in a hard off or something. Sometimes you're paying for the condition of the game. Sometimes you're just paying more because it's a resale store. You can see a nice selection of GameCube games over there, 64, and then Saturn. Lovely, lovely Saturn section. Some Sega consoles right there to the right. Dreamcast. A lovely Dreamcast section. I always like to pick up new Dreamcast games whenever I can. Granted that they're not asking too much. And then PC Engine, which I love their PC Engine section because it's broken down by genre. So everything else is broken up alphabetically, but here it's broken up into genre, which is so incredibly convenient. I wish they did that for every section they have in here. Here, a game I actually bought. It's Dirty Pair, and I forget the subtitle, but I did end up buying Dirty Pair for my disc system. I like picking up discs, not dick system. I don't have one of those, but disc system games I really enjoy picking up. PS2 section. One I had never seen before this game here. Art style looked very familiar. Did not end up buying that, though. If you can hear over me in the background, there's constantly game music playing, so you can hear some Castlevania back there. Very cool. PlayStation section. Just by virtue of the fact that there are about a bajillion PlayStation games that were released, they have a big PlayStation section. And here's a case, dreaded cases, where everything's going to be expensive. So there's some Dreamcast stuff down there, Saturn, PC Engine, and then another case right here, PlayStation stuff, a few Neo Geo things. But this store is on Chiodori, and it's one of my favorites. I did end up picking up a few items in there. Here back on the street, so I will take this chance to mention that I did indeed go to another store after that one. It's Trader 3. It's kind of like a 7-story. It's all used goods, all various types of electronics and things. Which the top floor is like all adult DVDs. I don't know if I want like other people's used porno, but used games is okay. But their second floor is all retro games. And unfortunately, I was specifically told I could not film in there, which I don't get because the other stores I visited all had were very liberal with the whole filming issue. Have a look around, have a look, you see. Maid billboards up there. Lots and lots of maid cafes here in Akihabara. I've been to a few. They're a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool place to kind of unwind and escape reality and just kind of eat ice cream and admire how cute the girls are. And then they'll, sing and dance and act all crazy, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm passing a lot of stores here. A lot of these stores are DVD places, music, current gen games, electronics. There's the little Club Sega. I didn't go in there, actually. There's 2 Club Segas on Chiodori. One is the really big one, and then there's that tiny little one. But a lot of these stores are just kind of like general electronics stores. Here's another arcade. Hey, it's a Taito arcade. That's not where I was heading. I was heading to Club Sega, which is like the arcade in town. There's also a Taito game station or a Techno game station. But this is the one. So I go in here. This poster advertising the Arc Revolution Cup, where you can compete in some Persona 4 arena. It's Ultimax. Some Blaze Blue, and then the newest Guilty Gear as well. So that's pretty cool. So this, I always come to these floors in particular, just because these are the fighting game floors for the most part. Here you can see some people playing some Persona 4 arena. As far as I know, this person in front of me is indeed a woman, so that's kind of refreshing. Just to see a woman in this arcade who seems more preoccupied with her phone than the game. But that's okay. So yes, some Persona 4 by Arc System Works, and Blaze Blue also by Arc System Works. Arc is just like the modern master of the 2D fighter, in my humble opinion. Let's see, we got some Street Fighter 3 and some Hokuto no Ken. You know how much I like that. Also made by Arc System Works. Great game. And here we have some Ultra Street Fighter 4. Which is awesome. I've played a bit of it. None of the new characters they've added are characters I was really hyped about. They're not my favorites. Like Elena and Rolento, I wasn't really clamoring for their addition to the game. So I still stick with my usual roster. Here's another guy playing some Persona 4 Arena, presumably playing against the woman on the other side. Continuing on, we have got some more Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter obviously very popular always. You can see there we got someone playing against Hugo. I'm assuming on the other side is someone playing as Hugo. One of the new characters added into the game. Pretty cool, I guess. And there you go, the other side. How riveting. But this is just one of the floors. Like, there are several floors with games specifically for competitive play. Here, the floor just above that one. I come over here, you can see a big crowd of people getting their Tekken on. A lot of people playing Tekken Tag 2. Totally awesome game. I absolutely love Tekken. They're my favorite 3D fighters. And, a lot of fun to play in the arcades as well. And then over here, this game, I forget the name, at Fighting Climax. There it is. You can see there, though, some of the stages taken directly from Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff, which is cool. Here we are, transition. No trip to Akihabara is complete without a stop at Super Potato. So that's exactly what I did. It was getting late, but they're still open. So let's take a look around. You can see there plenty of stocks in the systems there. You can see they had some Virtual Boys and Nintendo goodness all over the place. Some Sega games or consoles, more accurately described. Here's a boxed PC Engine Duo R. Awesome. I think they were selling that for like $200 and something, which is, I don't know. I haven't looked at eBay, but I think that's somewhat reasonable. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Boxed Saturns and everything. Here's their PC Engine section. They have it split up into a Hue card section and a CD section, but still it's an alphabetical order, which is a pain in the ass when you're not terribly familiar with the PC Engine library, and you kind of have to just rifle through the games. Boxed Famicom games. A lot of them in really great shape, too. I'm always pretty impressed by the quality of stuff I find in here. Loose Fammy games. Also usually in pretty good condition. Famicom disc section, very cool. Like I said before, whenever I can, it's always nice to pick up a game or two for the Famicom disc. Fantastic system with some great, Japanese exclusives on it. I do like to collect for it. Super Famicom games, boxed and loose, and just a huge selection, as you can see, just games out the wazoo. And again, always in, really, really good condition. You can always kind of trust the stuff you buy at Super Potato. And then the Dreamcast section, which I love. There's some PCFX games down by the floor. Not a great deal of those. But I always love me some Dreamcast. You can see lots of shooters there, Mars Matrix and Ikaruga. Mega Drive games here. Always very easy to find boxed Mega Drive games. Saturn. They actually have a very large Saturn collection. The library in Japan is considerably larger than in other parts of the world. It's much more popular here, thankfully, so it's easy to find games for it. Some Mega CD games, which I don't have a great deal of those, but I do like to pick them up when I can. Wonder Swan games, very cool to see some of those. More Saturn games, and then a rather modest Neo Geo section. And then coming around the case with all of the rare, super expensive stuff in it. There's a Dracula X, which is remains a very popular game and pretty expensive. No sign of that going down anytime soon. But just a whole case full of all kinds of awesome but terribly expensive games. It's the kind of thing that you'd pick from if you had infinite money. And that's Super Potato. I only filmed on the first floor because I was getting extremely hot at the time. And here I am just back out on the street. By this time it's gotten dark, which is the best time to be out in Tokyo anyway, because it's so nice when it's all lit up. It's like being at a carnival almost. But that's it. This is my last video in Akihabara for the foreseeable future. So all of you that watch and enjoy my videos and subscribe and like and comment all that stuff, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please stick around, because while I might not be able to do much of this stuff anymore, lots of reviews and other kick-ass shit on the way for me. So thanks for watching. I'll see you around.